As we're about to blast off here in this combined class, we're on board with Devin Deemer. They blast off as they drop into the turn one. We're going to see where we're going to fare out. Deemer making some passes here right off the bat, trying to continue that success from earlier in the day in the production 250 class. Brad Moore out front, trying to see who's chasing him down. Looks like Tim Gallagher chasing down Brad Moore. Third's going to be Hayden Villarreal. Sorry for that. John Sewell first. Robert Gisman second. In one of the combined classes, we're back on board with Devin Deemer as Jeff Masters again. Masters trying to chase him down. Masters making the pass on Deemer. Looks like Masters has completed that pass as he is around Deemer as they drop into the back part of the section as they get ready to wind up for the attitudes. They call it agony and ecstasy for a reason, folks, because it's either make or break. Still out front, Brad Moore, second, Tim Gallagher, third, Hayden Villarreal, fourth, John Sewell. Actually, John Sewell's first in his class, second, Robert Gisman, third, Ryan Richardson, fourth, Devin Deemer, fifth, Jeff Masters, sixth, Joe Washburn, seventh, Donovan Busby. Lindsey Willis is ahead of Amanda Mayhew currently. As we show Brad Moore here dropping into the first turn, being chased down by Gallagher. Villarreal bringing up third. As we get the twins coming through here, we're back on board with Deemer as he tries to chase down Jeff Masters. As they come around release and wind up down the front stretch, Masters got 4 bike leaks on Deemer. I know you can't see it, you're looking out the back, but Deemer's chasing him down as they head into turn one. We might get this shot. Deemer gets dead even with Masters, tries to drop in front of him as they go into turn one. Doesn't happen. Masters stays out front. Brad Moore still out front. Gallagher trying to chase him down. First in the women's class, Amanda Mayhew. Second, Lindsey Willis trying to chase her down. Brad Moore still out front. So as we see Deemer Masters going through agony and ecstasy, Deemer did get around Masters, but it looks like Masters makes the turn. Coming out. As they go up to the attitudes, Deemer running back by Masters now as he makes the pass going into the attitudes. Great action for the onboard camera. Onboard today split between Apex Track Days and Trackstar Racing, bringing you this awesome bar to ball or nose to tail action as we see Deemer trying to stay ahead of Masters as they go up the backstretch heading into the Twilla turn. Masters making a pass on the outside. Deemer still staying in front now, still chasing each other down. Brad Moore still out front. Mayhew is still ahead of Willis. As we switch to the onboard, Deemer gapping Masters now. Masters trying to take him in the clubhouse turn. Masters going outside. We'll see if he sticks to the inside as they come into the last turn. No, they won't. Deemer will stay in front. So as they come out of the release, Masters is all over Deemer, going to try to make the pass going down the front stretch as they head to the start-finish line. Deemer's going to pull on me. Brad Moore overtaken by Gallagher as they head up to the attitudes. They've been battling out here the last lap or so. Gallagher finally catching, making the move on Gallagher. Brad Moore all over Gallagher as they head toward the Twilla turn. Mayhew still ahead of Willis, gapping her. As they come into the clubhouse, Gallagher is ahead of Moore. Moore trying to rail him back in. As they come into clubhouse, Moore gaining on him as we switch back to the onboard. Masters getting around Deemer. Brad Moore overtaking. No, Gallagher holds him off as they head down the front stretch. As we're live on board with Deemer as they head up toward the Attitudes. We're going to the first turn. Gallagher still ahead of Moore. They've been battling it out here the last lap. We are on lap 4 of this last class before the break. Your running order, Brad Moore. Looks like he's made the pass on Gallagher. Hayden Villarreal, Joe Washburn, Robert Gisman, John Sewell, Ryan Richardson, Devin Deemer, 5th. Just ahead of Masters. Donovan Busby, Amanda Mayhew still gapping Lindsey Willis. So we switch back on board. Masters goes around the outside of Deemer, trying to make it happen. Oh, and we've got a slight slip by Masters. Loses a little bit of jack in traction. Masters all over Deemer trying to make it happen. Blows the apex, going to try to chase him down on the front stretch. As they came through clubhouse, Masters lost traction in the rear, stood it up just a hair, regained it, but not before Deemer pulls away. As they head into Tooele, Brad Moore still got around Gallagher, trying to gap him and keep it as they come into the clubhouse. Still Brad Moore as they come around. Gallagher, 3 bike lengths back. So as we switch over, we see Brad Moore out front. Gallagher in second, chasing him down. These two have swapped the lead several times today. As they come to the line, it looks like Gallagher's going to try to get the move on Moore. Moore about gets him as he goes into the first turn. Brad Moore still out front. Gallagher all over Moore. Third still Hayden Villarreal. Robert Gisman first in his class. John Sewell second. Third Joe Washburn. Fourth Ryan Richardson. 5th Devin Deemer still battling with Jeff Masters. As we hear that sweet 2-stroke sound along with the 4s. Amanda Mayhew gapping Lindsey Willis. Mayhew running great laps here. 148.5 to Willis's 2 minutes and 4 seconds. As we come around, Masters has gotten by Deemer. Deemer trying to fight back as we're coming into the latter stages of this race. As we're on board, Deemer hits the apex just right, trying to chase down Masters. Masters lets off a little bit. Deemer stays in. We're going to see if Deemer can get by him as they come into turn 1. As they cross the start-finish line, Deemer passes Masters, and Masters holds to the inside. Deemer lets off, and Masters stays in front. Great nose-to-tail action. As he goes back to the front, Brad Moore still ahead of Gallagher. In fact, gapped him from the last lap. He's got about 6 bike lengths on him now. Brad Moore putting in a great race after a rough start of the day. Gallagher trying to chase him down on the 4. Amanda Mayhew running some great laps here, still gapping Lindsey Willis. As we just overheard, she's been learning from Moore, and apparently it's picking up for as a new racer. She's really rocking it out. So we switch back to the onboard. Deemer now well behind Masters by a good 10 bike lengths. Still a great shot from our Apex Track Days onboard camera. Your running order still Brad Moore out front, Gallagher second, Villarreal third, Robert Gisman in his class out front. John Schul second, Joe Washburn third, fourth Ryan Richardson fifth, Jeff Masters sixth, Devin Deemer seventh, Donovan Busby. Buzzy trying to lay it down out here, turning some pretty decent laps. And Amanda Mayhew still keeping that fire going, running consistent 148.4 for a relatively new track racer. She is flat laying it down. As we saw earlier today with her hole shot, she's not afraid to play with the boys. We switch back to her onboard camera as Deemer comes through the clubhouse turn. We see Masters well with a gap on Deemer here, as Deemer hitting the apex now. Brad Moore and Gallagher have about caught up to that class as Moore keeps his gap. Gallagher trying to run him down here as they head into the last lap. Gallagher's going to make the pass on Moore going into turn one. We'll see if Moore can slam the door on him. And Moore does. Moore stays out front, but it's less than a bike length now as we're on the last lap of this class. And it does appear that these two fast cats out front are going to catch the tail end of the field as they go into this last lap, and that could cause some issues for guys trying to get by, and they're battling for this win. Still out front in the women's class, Amanda Mayhew, second, Lindsey Willis. So as Brad Moore and Gallagher go into agony and ecstasy, Brad Moore now with a sizable gap on Gallagher gets by Masters. Gallagher way back now. As we show you some footage of the last turn, the release before they jam down the straightaway here at Miller Motorsports Park. Amanda Mayhew still out front in the women's class. Absolutely walked away from Lindsey Willis. And as we've said once or twice, for a new sport track racer, she's flat laying it down and she's not afraid to play with the boys. We also know Lindsey Willis isn't afraid to play with the boys either. So as we head into the clubhouse turn, Brad Moore with about a 4 bike length gap on Gallagher. As they come in to release, Gallagher trying to run him down. Brad Moore getting that apex, Gallagher hanging tight. We're going to see if Gallagher can run him down as they come down the front stretch, and I don't think it's going to happen. What we're going to see as we come to the line, it's going to be close. Oh, and it looks like Gallagher may have gotten him. We're going to try to get the official result here. Holy cow. Gallagher got a great run out of that last turn trying to chase down Moore. Going to wait for the official word to see how that played out, but from our finish line camera, it looked awful tight. No, you guys didn't see it at home, but some great sportsmanship by Brad Moore and Gallagher as they battled that entire race. As soon as they came out of the turn one, it looked like they were high-fiving. Holy cow.
Completing the last lap at a 149.20, Amanda doing a 148.95 to beat Brad Moore at the line.
Wow. Holy cow. So, this entire race, we've been calling it as Brad Moore and Tim Gallagher. It's actually been Brad Moore and Amanda Mayhew. And Amanda Mayhew chases Brad Moore down at the line, gets him by a few tenths of a second. Sorry for the confusion, but as we've said a couple of times this race, Amanda Mayhew not afraid to play with the boys or beat them. I gotta say, it's awesome to see these ladies out here battling it out on these sport bikes. It's absolutely amazing action. If you haven't been out here before, you've got to come out for a Masters of the Mountain weekend and see just what it takes and see the action that goes on out here.